Poured Easter egg. Hey, this is Casey Cole Corbin. Dyeing Easter eggs is just so last year. Acrylic paint pouring is the new trend that can be applied to many different areas of our life, including the holidays. Pouring is a fun activity for adults and children, which uses bright colors and various techniques, and an Easter egg is the perfect vehicle for dynamic fluid art. To prepare, I tested several different types of paint and types of Easter eggs to paint on. There are many different varieties of surfaces and shapes, including the regular plastic egg and ones that have metallic and even shiny surfaces. Since they're already finished with a color, your paint doesn't have to cover all the areas for it to still look good. I got the best results from using a paintable plastic egg. These are inexpensive, only about $2 a dozen from Walmart. And they have a chalky feel and a matte surface, so the paint adheres very well. After choosing your egg, next decide on the pouring technique that you would like to use. If you've been following this art phenomena very much, you have noticed that there is a new approach being developed nearly every day. Clean pour, dirty pour, flip cup, dip, smash, swipe, the list just goes on and on. Debbie Cole dubbed me the Swipe King about a year ago, which was a big boon for my social media influence, so thank you very much, Debbie. Despite my rep for these eggs, I decided on using a swirling dirty pour, also called a tree pour. I have a tree pour example on my YouTube channel in which I pour on a piece of wood. Here see the example of the paintable eggs that you can get at Walmart. This is one standing. I have a little bit of tacky tape underneath it, and it's on top of a business card. Here's some business cards for you to look at, or just a piece of cardstock can work. The next slide shows this tacky tape or an adhesive tape. I have had this for a long time, and I actually couldn't find the exact type for shopping. Here's the process again, pouring the swirling dirty pour across the top. It uses many different colors of paint that flow together in a small cup. A tight continuous swirl in the center. The paint pushes the rings that you are creating out and towards the edges. It ends up looking like a beautiful ring of tree when you paint it on when you do this on a flat surface. To create the paint mix, I chose traditional pastels and some bright colors and combined with my usual flow mix. The way that I mix my flow mix is 3 parts Floetrol, 3 parts acrylic paint, and 1 part water. Floetrol is a paint conditioner and extender that's available in hardware stores. It's an old product that professional house painters have used to extend the paint coverage and its workable drying time. My usual mix works consistently well, however, I have recently discovered something new for pouring: tinted medium. Using Floetrol and colorant, that's the substance that the computerized machine at the paint store squirts into customized paint to make it the color that you want, creates a bright, transparent paint that sells up beautifully without having to use any oils or silicone that you have to clean off before varnishing. My recipe for my tinted medium is about 10 to 20 parts Floetrol and 1 part colorant. I use small amounts of adhesive putty to stick the egg onto the business card. This not only keeps it upright during the pour and the drying process, but it also gave me means to pick it up and tilt the egg. On 3-dimensional objects like an egg, you pour at the top and it allows the rings to run down on the sides. In the video, it covered the egg pretty well. Don't worry about getting your rings perfect. It creates more interesting effects when your swirling action is imperfect, like if a little paint drops on one side, or if your swirl is uneven so that it creates a wave on one side that is not on the other. So what's your approach to Easter this year? We would love to hear what techniques and materials that you decide on. Please feel free to comment your questions too.